Kiribati is made of 33 atolls, and these are ring-shaped reefs, or a series of islands caused by submerged volcanoes. Out of those 33 islands that all straddle the equator, only 20 are inhabited. Although it only takes up a total of 811 square kilometers, Kiribati spans a distance equal to an area that is roughly the size of India, and it's the only country to fall within the northern, southern, eastern, and western hemispheres. Kiribati is the third least visited country in the entire world. Around 6,000 visitors come here annually. Only the Pacific Island nations of the Marshall Islands and Tuvalu receive fewer tourists. Settlers first came to Kiribati from Southeast Asia and Micronesia about 5,000 years ago. Between the 11th and 14th centuries, Samoans migrated to the islands, followed by Fijians and Tongans. Spanish explorers first sighted the islands in the 16th century. The Western world mapped the majority of Kiribati in the early 19th century. In 1820, Kiribati was named the Gilbert Islands after British naval captain Thomas Gilbert, who encountered several of the islands in 1788 when sailing from Australia to China, and was deemed a British protectorate from 1892 until 1979 as the country regained its independence and changed its name to Kiribati. The name Kiribati is the local translation of Gilbert's. In the local language, Kiribati is pronounced Kiribati. During World War II, parts of Kiribati were occupied by Japan. U.S. forces liberated the islands during the Battle of Tarawa in 1943, which was actually one of the bloodiest battles in United States Marine Corps history. And from 1957 to 1963, the British military conducted many nuclear tests on Christmas Island. Because of this, portions of the island and portions of Kiribati were sealed off for decades. On January 1st, 1995, Kiribati moved the international date line. They moved it from the middle of the country to include its easternmost islands, officially making it the same day throughout the entire country. And interestingly, the government of Kiribati purchased 24 square kilometers of land, 6,000 acres in Fiji, just in case rising sea levels forced the permanent evacuation of its residents. The official currency is the Australian dollar, and primary exports are copra, seaweed, fish, and coconuts. While round-trip flights to Tarawa and Kiribati may cost well over $1,000, you can easily stay in a very well-suited accommodation for under $100 an evening. Tarawa is the most populated area in the country, where well over half of the 120,000 people that call this country home reside. These are interesting things with JC.